Welcome back, makeup family. Today we're talking about the one, the only, brand new Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. And of course there's a story to go behind this foundation. It was released today and I ordered it this morning, the system, with the powder, the primer, everything. And I wasn't sure about my color because it's been very hard to find a color matching system or pictures that really make it clear what the color is. And if I had any criticism about the launch of this product, it would just be that it's very hard to figure out which color you're supposed to pick. So that was my experience and some of my friends and my sister as well, but maybe you all have had some different experiences. I ordered the L7, which was described as light with yellow undertones because that's what I thought it was the closest sounding match, because usually if I get something that's a light medium with a golden undertone, I usually end up with something that's too dark for my skin tone. For example, the Dior Backstage, the 4 warm olive was way too dark. The 3 was way too dark. So I ordered the 2 warm olive. It was also dark, too dark for me. So I've been having a little bit of trouble, but I think I found my match in the store because the L7 really, we'll see when it comes. But since I had this today, I was like, let me just wipe all of my tinted moisturizer off. All I've done is just wipe off my tinted moisturizer. I can hardly get it out of my mouth because I'm so excited about this Pat McGrath foundation. And I mean, I've been dying to try it. Everybody clearly knows what a huge Pat McGrath stan I am. So I will be doing a full review with the powder and the primer and the other colors as well to give you an idea. But I do have several colors today to show you. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this bad boy. But can we take a moment and enjoy the beauty that is Pat McGrath packaging? I mean, it came in like a plastic wrap, but you know, I tore that bad boy off. And this is embossed as usual, and it's just so beautiful. It looks just like, you know, a lot of her other products. I have the Bitztrance lipsticks here, which is totally different, so I can't even say that it's the same, but it's just the gold lettering. It's like embossed and very luxe, and the bottle is frosted. It's very weighty and heavy. And I like the fact that it's ribbed here for us, people with the gripping issues, you know, to be able to open it. So when I went in store in Sephora after lunch, the associate matched me to L10, which is a light medium with peach undertones, which really surprised me because I don't think of myself as having peach undertones. I think of myself as being, you know, kind of light with olive undertones, but when she put this color on me, it matched almost perfectly. So this is what the bottle and how beautiful is that with the gold, and it's all very luxe. So the way that I apply my foundation, and I just realized as I was sitting here talking to you, look, so it's a little bit watery, but I normally just kind of going with my fingers, and then I go ahead and take a sponge and blend out. And this is looking very light, but it's weird because it disappeared in my skin. This is probably a very unorthodox way to apply foundation, but I love using my fingers. I'm gonna use a little bit more under my eyes because I don't think I'm going to use any foundation. And this was described as a medium coverage. Oh, I'm liking the finish. It's kind of like a satin sort of finish to it. Oh, you guys. I know nobody on YouTube applies their foundation like that. I really think I like this. Oh, that's pretty in person. I'm gonna try to take a little bit of the, yeah, just to, so you can see what the finish and everything's looking like. Oh, I like this. For primer, oh, I think this is very pretty. Again, this is the L10, described as light medium with a peach undertone. And you know what? It looked so light going on, but it actually, so the L7's probably really gonna be very light. Oh, that's cute. I don't know. I think this might still be a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of my other products. So far though, it doesn't feel sticky. And looking at it in a compact, it looks very flawless. And I did not prep my skin or do any of the things I normally do. I literally got home from the mall after getting color matched to this color, and I just literally wiped off my tinted moisturizer and went in with this very inexpensive Catrice Prime and Fine beautifying primer that's like $5 or $3. I intentionally used something that was, you know, that is good, that I like, but I know, you know, the performance of the foundation would be the foundation standing on its own merit or falling on its own merit. And so far, I really love the finish that it's giving. And in person, the color looks really, really good, but I wonder if it has anything to do with my lighting. In person, the color looks like a dead-on match. On my monitor, though, it looks a little bit light, but I know my face is a lot lighter than like maybe my neck. But I think this color is probably a lot closer than the L7 that I ordered, but I don't think I'm gonna change it because I have so much foundation that is too dark for me. So I'm always looking for something that I can mix just to make the right color. And I know that it doesn't feel sticky. My skin feels really soft. And it looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and try like a little teeny tiny bit of actually I'm not gonna do concealer because I really just wanna, I'm gonna take a teeny tiny bit more of my oh, I love the way it comes out like little, you can pump it and get like even a little teeny tiny bit. I love that. And I'm just gonna put a little bit more under my eyes, just, you know, to get a little bit more coverage going on. There we go. That's pretty. Has a really nice finish to it. Like I said, guys, it feels very smooth and very nice. I don't normally use powder unless I use concealer. But, you know, and I feel like this is a really decent amount of coverage too for, it's billed as medium coverage. And, I think that it definitely, because I have like a little freckle there that normally shows, and you don't see that. I think that this has it is solid, very solid medium coverage. And I mean, and I used a tiny bit of product, and as you saw with my fingertips, and then just going in with a sponge and, you know, just dabbing off excess product and pressing it into the skin. That really looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit my eyebrows really quickly with a Anastasia Brow Wiz. And then I'm gonna throw on a teeny bit of shadow. And I'm gonna see if this oxidizes at all. But it feels good on my skin. You know, it's really funny how like in the store you can be like, oh, that's my color. And then you get home and you're like, that might be a little light. So we'll see what it's like on the dry down. It's so funny because the foundation that I have so far that probably is the closest match for me is the L'Oreal Fresh Wear in the color 420, and it's a fairly light shade, but that matches really well. But I'll just show you for comparison's sake the let's see if I have the Dior to show you like how it was. Just the two olive was just so deep on my jawline. It was just weird, but I am really I'm loving the way that it's feeling, and I'm loving the coverage. I would say that this is a solid coverage. If I went back in with another layer, and I can do that, just so you can see, I can do that. I hope I know people are very like, that's what she looks like. I know people are very like, weird about, the way that they put on makeup, and, the order that things are done or whatever. I might be driving somebody out there in TV land crazy with the way that I just go all over my face like it's lotion. But that is how I like to apply my concealer, with my fingers. And I'm not all, like dainty about it. I literally rub it in like I'm rubbing lotion on my legs or something. And then I literally, after I put it on with my fingers, just go in, tap that bad boy right into my skin. And it's quick, it's easy. And I never really loved, maybe I never found a foundation brush that I loved. And that's why, but I love my finger. And I like the finish that it gives, the coverage that it gives. It's super easy. It's not, it's kind of easy breezy. So that's kind of a second layer. See if it cakes or anything. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute. Feels, a little tacky to the touch. I'm gonna powder it down a little bit with, let's see, with some of my Hourglass veil powder, just to see. And normally when I powder, I'll use my Inno Cheek, my Sonia G Inno Cheek Pro brush. And I'll just, I'm going to tap off this excess. So I don't want to do a lot of, and I'll just kind of get my nose and just get this area here perfected. That's normally what I do. Just kind of the T-zone area. Oh, that's pretty, guys. That's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my handy dandy highlighting kit from Pat McGrath, and I got the highlighting kit and it came with a brush, and I did not order the brush, guys. When I got the set, I did not order the brush because this brush right here that came with the highlighting set, it comes in like this little flat packaging here, and it's very cute. The brush is very soft, and it, you know, has, you know, like 2 layers. It has a thicker layer and then this wispier top layer. It's very soft and all that, but I wasn't super duper impressed with it. I'm gonna go in with, I think this middle one is like this. Ooh, I forgot how pretty that was. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, the gold. Okay. I'm gonna go in with this middle color here. You know what? I'm gonna take my, and I don't love that brush, and that's why I didn't order the brushes today, because I did not love that brush. Now I have no idea, you know, the brushes. I know that they're cruelty free. They're synthetic brushes. They look very fluffy and they look really, you know, fine. But I mean, for somebody who has as many brushes as I do, okay, I don't feel like my highlighter really, it's pretty, okay. Okay, come through, Auntie Pat. Now I'm gonna go in with this Subliminal Platinum Bronze is what she's called. I'm gonna do a little simple look if I can get the paper off. There we go. My foundation I'm literally just kind of deepening up my crease. Nothing wild, nothing extravagant, just kind of going in and blowing out a little bit of this brown in my crease. I'm just kind of starting there, just like a little contouring of the eye, not like some major super duper, you know, look going on here, but just a tiny bit of definition, just to kind of put the little look together. This is the Detail Pro brush, by the way, and if you have really huge eyes or eyelids like mine, you can definitely use it for that purpose. I'm going to go in with the Wayne Goss number 3, and it's a smaller brush, and since I'm using a deeper color and I want to concentrate it, I'm going to kind of just go right here just to add a little depth and dimension to the outer eye. Ooh, okay. Oh, cute. Okay. I love this Hourglass number 3 brush. This is soft, and it's just one of my favorite crease brushes. So I'm just going in, building up this deeper color here, just on the outer corners. Just kind of taking my time, building up the color. And I'm just kind of doing the tiniest little V shape right here in my outer corner. Just the teeniest bit, just to kind of contour the eye and give it a little depth. That's all I'm doing. Just to kind of have a look going on. Okay. All right. Cute. All right now. I think I'm going to use, oh, that's a very deep color. That's pretty. You know, sometimes with Pat McGrath's eyeshadows, you really see the colors as they appear in the pan. They are so much deeper, actually. And I haven't used this palette in a while, and I'm swatching it, and I'm like, that's a little deep. So the foundation, it still feels really nice. Even through the powder, it feels good. Here we go. I really have a little bit of contouring going on with that eye. All right. Here we go. We have some dimension. I'm just dragging the excess that way so that we have a little dimension going on. Okay. That's pretty. I really, really like this foundation. It feels good. It feels smooth. It feels soft. It's behaving well with the powder. I'm gonna try it with the cream highlighter, her cream highlighter. And I think this is the lightest color. I will put it in the description below. It's that gold color. And I usually just go and kind of blend or diffuse it out with a sponge. And I don't see where I don't see it like balling up or caking up. That looks pretty. It's a pretty finish. I don't know if I can vouch for the color yet, because it still seems a little bit light. But you know, I would be so bad to actually turn around and then order another one. That would not be good. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face a little bit. I'm gonna just dip into this Marc Jacobs because this is what I have in front of me. That's pretty. Hit this chin area. Yeah, I feel like that kind of warms up the skin. That's pretty. I love this foundation. I like the level of coverage. It was just 2 very light layers. My skin feels very, very dewy. It even through the powder, even though I just used a little bit, but I used the typical amount that I use. I feel like I need blush. Definitely need some blush. Okay. So I picked up L7 originally. It hasn't come yet. Like I said, I ordered that online. And this is just Coralista or Coralina by Milani, just to kind of put a little color on the face. And I have my Pat McGrath Skin Flixx Bitztrance lipstick, and they've gone up to $40. I mean, they did that. I like this foundation. I really do. All right. The other colors that I picked up, in addition, I'm going to go ahead and wipe off what I have and show you L7 swatched on the back of my hand, along with 28 and 29, which are both described as medium deep. The 28 is medium deep with a red undertone, and the 29 is medium deep with a golden or yellow undertone. And I'm gonna just swatch them in order here. First, I'm gonna go with this L10, which is the color that I'm wearing today. Then I'm gonna do the 28. That's the medium deep. This is what she looks like in the sample thing. I'm gonna put her on, and just maybe on my skin you can see the difference between the it's very liquidy. Okay. This 28, by the way, is this is my sister's color. It's an exact match for her. The medium deep with the red undertones. I'm gonna shout out my friend Kimberly, who did the 29, which is the medium deep with golden undertones. And I'm gonna swatch it right here on the back of my hand so you can see. Okay. Now I can wipe all this off my fingers and show you. I'm gonna put a bigger swatch of the. I should have gotten, since I didn't have the L7 that I had ordered, since I didn't have it yet, I should have gone ahead and just got samples of that too. But alas, nobody's perfect. This is the. This is what I'm wearing. This is the L10. This is a horrible swatch. Let me try to make it a little more even. Okay. This is the L10, described as, it's LM10 actually, described as a light medium with a peach undertone. Come on, lighted mirror. Light medium with a peach undertone. That's LM10. This is the 28, the medium deep 28. And you can see it has a very clear red undertone to it. Medium deep with red undertone. That's the 28. This is the 29. This is medium deep with a yellow or golden undertone. And you can see that very, very well. So she was true to the game. On her undertone, she was true to her game. I like the color match that I have. I really do. I think that this is probably a good color for me. I hope I did not traumatize anybody with my application technique today. But I know a lot of my friends and family, they are in these color ranges. So I really wanted you to see these undertones. I really appreciate the fact that, and I should have gotten more samples, but they were really busy in Sephora, and I was kind of lucky to get with what I did, and to even have anybody there to try to color match me. So these are the colors. Again, this is L10, light medium, so LM10, light medium with peach undertones. This is medium deep 28 with red undertones, and medium deep with golden undertones. Alrighty, so I really like the finish. I like the coverage. If I went in and with my beauty blender and I did it the nice YouTube way, and with a lot of coverage and everything, I really like this. Normally my foundations, I'll be able to see my pores, or it'll begin to sink into pores, and obviously I haven't done a wear test yet. So this is a preliminary review of the Pat McGrath, what are we calling this? The Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. And it's a nice solid medium coverage. I like it very much. And so far, so good. I really like it. I think the coverage is nice. I think the color is good. Let me know in the comments below if you have thoughts about the colors and which color you'll be buying, or if you're between colors, if we can maybe investigate it together. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you find your perfect match. And I will see you all on the very next one. Thank you.